the window as soon as an officer gets here.
A man calls law enforcement for help.
I'm not dangerous. I will keep my hands completely visible.
He's shot and killed by Clear Creek County deputies. Now his family wants answers.
I've lost countless hours of sleep to the nightmares. It makes me sick.
Plus, we're learning new details about the man accused of killing an Arvada police officer ahead of his first court date.
And the Broncos fall flat in their season opener.
Coach Nate Hackett responds to the last-second loss.
You look back at it and you say, of course we should go for it. We missed the field goal. But in that situation, we had a plan.
Can you unlock your car so we can help you? Please?
Tonight at 5, serious questions about a man who was shot and killed by law enforcement. And now his parents are calling for accountability.
Denver 7 Investigates broke this story this morning about body camera video from a shooting in Silver Plume.
It happened last June when a 22-year-old Colorado artist was killed after he called police for help. Well, Chief Investigator Tony Kovaleski has been digging into the facts for us tonight.
And Tony, your team has reviewed more than 5 hours of body camera video.
Yeah, Jessica and Ann, it was an interaction that lasted more than 60 minutes and has now prompted a review by the District Attorney's Office in Clear Creek County. A warning for you now, we are not showing you the video of the shooting. It is too graphic, but the moments leading up to it may be disturbing to some.
Nice. It, buddy. Watch out. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire.
You're looking at portions of the body camera video the family now questions.
Someone tase him.
Drop the knife.
Please drop the knife. Randy, you got that door held shut?
The shooting deputy works for Clear Creek County. We stopped that video just before shots rang out because it's difficult to watch.
Get that knife, you dropped it! Open the door, get the knife out! Unlock the door, unlock the door!
It all started minutes earlier, police responding to a simple call for motor assistance on Main Street in Silver Plume.
I'm not dangerous. I will keep my hands completely visible.
Both cars, be advised, this party is stating that he has weapons in the vehicle with him, 2 knives, a hammer, and a rubber mallet. He did state that he would throw them out of the window as soon as officers got on scene to make you feel safe.
The body camera video shows the situation escalated quickly. Christian Glass's call for help ended in fatal gunfire.
Christian's killing is a stain on Clear Creek County and on Colorado. It was a murder by a Colorado official. It cannot stand. It is not right.
His family went public for the first time at this news conference, calling for answers from the Clear Creek County Sheriff's Department.
Even Colorado State Patrol said Christian committed no crime. It's not just us saying that. Christian committed no crime. He called for help and they killed him.
We got a copy of this press release from Clear Creek County. It's from the day of the incident. At that time, police justified killing Glass by saying he tried to stab an officer. A total of 5 different agencies responded to the call for motor assistance. Video shows at one point 7 guns pointed at Christian.
You don't just shoot someone 5 times if they haven't done anything wrong.
Christian, please.
They escalate at every opportunity. And it looks like they're spoiling for a fight.
Family attorneys weighed in on what they watched on the body camera.
I have never seen this level of poor policing. The decision making here.
This is one of the most disturbing videos we have ever seen. And it should disturb the entire nation.
Now, the Colorado Bureau of Investigation is now investigating this shooting. We confirmed today the deputy responsible for Christian Glass's death is back working for the Clear Creek Sheriff's Office. District Attorney Heidi McCallum released this statement today. It confirmed it is in the middle of a required investigation into a police shooting and added, while we understand that public sentiment may desire this process move at a more rapid pace, it is not in the best interest of justice and fairness to the family of the victim for this matter to be rushed to conclusion. Bottom line here, those are code words. Expect this investigation to take a while.
That's incredible. All right.
Truly difficult to watch.
We'll keep watching.
We know you will.
Tony.
Thank you.
Well, Denver police need your help finding these two people wanted for firing a gun at someone in Green Valley Ranch. Police say this happened last Monday. They say the person in the blue shirt pointed a gun and fired several shots at the victim. They then drove off in a dark-colored SUV. If you recognize them or the SUV, call Metro Denver Crime Stoppers.
We are learning new details about the funeral service for a fallen Arvada police officer. Officer Dylan Vykov was killed over the weekend. And the man accused of shooting him is now facing charges. And Denver 7's Colette Bordelon joins us live. And Colette, the suspect was expected to make his first court appearance today.
Yeah, today 31-year-old Sonny Almanza was supposed to appear here at the Jefferson County Courthouse, but he's still in the hospital after being shot in the exchange that killed Officer Dylan Vykov. He's being held on a no-bond hold, and he should be booked into the Jefferson County Jail tonight. But once he is able to appear, he will have that hearing rescheduled. Meanwhile, the memorial outside of the Arvada Police Department for fallen Officer Vykov keeps growing. Those with the department say the funeral for Officer Vykov is this Friday at 10 in the morning at Flatirons Church. When I spoke with the Colorado Fallen Hero Foundation, who's been organizing everything, they told me they're expecting thousands of people to show up. And while at the memorial today, one woman who drove there from Denver wants to make sure the court proceedings with the suspect never overshadow the life Officer Vykov led.
We have to remember and know who he was, and that he went at 2 in the morning in his patrol car hoping to help some people, and this is how it ended up, and it's just got to stop.
The suspect, Almanza, does have a criminal history, and one of those cases is from 2008, where he was charged with a number of things. One of the original charges, attempted first-degree murder. He pled guilty to a lesser charge, first-degree assault with serious bodily injury, and he served 6 years in a juvenile detention program of sorts. Live from Golden, Colette Bordelon, Denver 7.
Colette, thank you. Well, stocks took a tumble today. Wall Street had its worst day since June 2020. The Dow dropped more than 1,200 points amid inflation concerns. Inflation continues to stay at a very high level despite falling slightly to 8.3% compared to a year ago. That's more than economists expected. A few things costing more include energy, housing, and food. Food prices are up close to 11.5%, the largest annual increase since 1979. President Biden said today Americans are seeing progress because of the Inflation Reduction Act.
This bill cut costs for families, help reduce inflation at the kitchen table, because that's what they look at, how much are their monthly bills and how much do they have to pay out for the necessities.
The Federal Reserve will now likely raise interest rates by 0.75%. In an attempt to stop inflation, the Fed will have another meeting next week.
Thousands of people in Denver are getting help with rising food costs. The city will use $1 million in American Rescue Plan funds to give out grocery store gift cards and support food box distribution events. 4,000 individuals and families will have to apply for the gift cards, which will be available the last week of this month. 8,000 food boxes will be handed out during 3 distribution events in October. The city of Denver will release more details about those events over the few weeks over.
Well, Denver will give out $1,000 a month in hopes of getting homeless people into more stable housing. The city is partnering with the Denver Basic Income Project for the program. There are some restrictions in order to get the money. People can't have an untreated mental health or substance abuse issue. $2 million of COVID relief money will pay for the program.
Which didn't go our way, but guess what? There's 16 more games to go.
64, McManus.
Yes, the first game of the Nate Hackett, Russell Wilson era didn't quite go as Broncos country wanted. Brandon McManus missed a 64-yard field goal with seconds left in the game, sending the Broncos home with a loss.
The field goal came on 4th down, and everybody's been asking about that decision to kick the field goal instead of just giving the ball to Russell Wilson.
Well, Denver 7's Troy Rank is joining us live now. All right, Troy, so what is Coach Hackett saying today about that decision?
He's reversing his course, and illogical, misguided, foolish. These are just some of the adjectives used to describe Nate Hackett after he chose to trust Brandon McManus's foot over Russell Wilson's arm on a 4th and 5 at the 46-yard line. The kick, as you mentioned, went wide left, had a chance initially, but didn't make it. Today, Coach Hackett admitted it was not the right decision.
You know, looking back at it, we definitely should have gone for it. Just not, one of those things you look back at it and you say, of course we should go for it. We missed the field goal. But in that situation, we had a plan. I mean, we had a plan. We knew that the 46 was the mark. We were 3rd and 15, I think, 3rd and 13. I'm more upset about that play before it, to lose yards, to be able to, getting that there would have definitely been better to be able to call that same play and get extra yards. But he dumps it out to Javonte. Javonte makes a move, goes a lot farther than I think we had anticipated. We were expecting to go for it on 4th down, and then you hit the mark.
Yes, they had a plan, but the numbers didn't support the plan. NFL kickers are 2 for 41 in history on kicks of at least 64 yards. Brandon McManus 1 for 8 on attempts of at least 60 yards. So the plan didn't work. The Broncos need to regroup now and shift their focus to the home opener on Sunday against the Texans. Back to you.
Hundreds of families lost everything in the Marshall Fire.
I stepped out onto our front deck, and there were embers hitting our wooden deck.
Now a nonprofit is getting a major boost to help people start to rebuild, and it's all thanks to your generosity.
Even renting now, we've heard that families are paying $500 more for their mortgage.
And crowds gather as Queen Elizabeth's coffin arrives in London.
Plus, a ski resort is ready for winter and is less than 3 weeks away from making snow.